to show you guys my updated apartment tour. For reference though, the last time we chatted about my apartment was 3 or 4 months ago when I moved in, but a lot of progress has been made. This is literally what it looks like when you spend way too many hours on Pinterest and try to bring it to life. But I couldn't be happier with like the progress that's been made, because every time I look around and I wake up, I'll catch myself being like, oh my God, this is literally my dream apartment. And I feel like there's so many different like vibes. It's like colorful, it's a little bit eclectic. I get a lot of inspo from like Danish and Nordic interiors and architecture, so hopefully it kind of reflects that, but with my own little twist. Keep in mind, we're still unfinished. There's so much progress to be made, but I wanted to record this moment in time for the memes and yeah, just show you guys kind of like the timeline of it all. I am so excited to bring you guys along. Me and Miffy, we are ready. So let's get started. Okay, so this is my little entryway situation. Guys, she's a little bit humble right now. She's in her humble beginnings because the frame behind me still literally has the little paper it came with. But let me give you the lore. My dad is actually painting me something for the wall behind me because he studied art and architecture. So I'm giving him full creative reign. Obviously, good things take time. I'm waiting to be surprised. So that's what will go here. And depending on whatever colors or vibes he chooses, I'll be able to properly decorate the entryway table. Really, the only thing I have here is my purse bowl from Gustav Westman. I have like little essentials that I always forget to put in my purse right before I'm like running out. So I have some Cora pads, I have a scrunchie, of course, some hand sanitizer, a little bit of Sol de Janeiro spray, and my keys. And then underneath I have some just like extra magazines, more specifically and more importantly, the Addison Rae Rolling Stone cover, my mother. This furniture piece is probably my favorite one in the entire, that's a big claim to say. It's one of my favorite furniture pieces in the entire apartment because of how gorgeous it is. And I've never been a dark wood type of girl until this came into my life, and it had like a butterfly effect on like all the other woods that I bought in this apartment. But this is actually from Restoration Hardware Outlet here in Industry City. And basically Industry City is like a whole little section of Brooklyn where there's all these outlets for all these incredible furniture stores. And yeah, I was basically a kid in the playground while I was there shopping, and this one, we connected and we had a moment. So my slightly underwhelming little entryway, but next time you see her, she'll be cute, I promise. And then continuing on in the hallway, we have this little storage bench. The storage bench I got from Zara Home. Again, there's like kind of random stuff here. It's not really too intentional because most of the accessorizing I've done in the living room, but I really do want to make this wall and the decor on top of the storage bench like kind of like a little scrapbook and love letter to like all the things that I love. I've started playing with like some Polaroids and like a cute little construction paper thing. Maybe I'll make a gallery wall out of it. I don't know, but I definitely want some pictures of my parents up there, like vintage pictures, like when they were like my age or like when they first started traveling and like falling in love and all this stuff. Like there's this picture of my dad riding a camel in Egypt, and like that would be so freaking cool to put up here. Anyway, continuing on, we have my Bible, and I just thought it was so chic. Honestly, inside, let me see, is there room to take notes in here? Okay, there's no room to take notes. I usually like to like really tear apart my Bibles in the sense of like, I love highlighting everything. I love taking notes. I don't think I'm gonna do that with this one, but I do think it's just such a nice thing to have in your point of view as soon as you walk into the apartment, you know? This is a house of God, y'all. We have this like kooky little candle. I've had this since college. There's literally footage of me somewhere in 2020 buying that and freaking out over it. And then a little domino set. I got this in a PR package from Tommy Hilfiger. And inside this Zara storage bench is just like more blankets, more pillows. Like I'm trying to have like as many people over. So whenever there's a sleepover, this is where we'll be opening and grabbing all the necessary supplies. But before we get to the rest of the apartment, we obviously have the bathroom. Okay guys, this is another slightly neglected area. I promise it's gonna get good. I think the bathroom really speaks for itself because of the gorgeous marble all around, like the white marble on the walls and then the black marble on the tub. Inside is like just more of the same thing. A lot of these things I've gotten in Amazon or West Elm, but I'm trying to go slow, one thing at a time. I think I want like to keep it neutral, but maybe a pop of like mauve or amber for like towels or like the soap dispenser. I don't know. I don't really know, but actually let me show you a little secret here in the bathroom. Come. This is like so freaking cool. Here I have like my stash of more beauty products, and these are the ones that I just absolutely adore and love. Oh my god. If you guys watch my favorites, you know I'm always talking about Ciclar and how just delicious they smell. But this is probably my favorite part of the bathroom. And I also love that it's like, if you know, you know. But nothing much to say about the bathroom except that I have the best setup for get ready with me videos. So I definitely have to hurry up and decorate this to maximize this slide. Let's go. The bedroom for me had to be the most sacred space because I take my sleep just so serious. I told myself that the bedroom was going to be as sleek and minimal as possible. Not really in like the design, but more so in like clutter and like things. Like I want it to be really just clean. Like yes, it could be eclectic, but we also can be minimal at the same time. And so the colors that I've chosen for it are very inspired off of Monet's painting, which I have in here. So come in. Oh, and I also have to disclose something about the bed. So I bought, hold on, guys. This is my first time sleeping in a full bed. I have only slept in twin beds my entire life, so I'm kind of living. But here's the tea. Basically, I ordered this full mattress along with the mattress topper, with the duvet insert, with all the things. Nothing came except the mattress. So that's why this yellow duvet situation that I'm laying on top of, it does not fit the mattress, but trust, next apartment update video, it'll make sense. The actual color scheme of the duvet and the sheets and all that fun stuff is like a pink and a light caramel brown. But honestly, this yellow is kind of doing it for me for the time being. So someone on TikTok said that this yellow one looks like an enchilada. Okay, I'll take it. This is the first piece of furniture that entered this apartment. And I love her. Look how gorgeous she came out with all the stuff on top of her. Like, she's a queen. Favorite part of this dresser, can you guess what it is? It's my Miffy lamp. She's so cute. I love her. She's on top of some coffee table books and some other storage situations. Like here, I keep my jewelry. This is like kind of like the jewelry I reach for every single day. And then we also have some more bangles and thicker things that need, you know, boxier space up in here. And my scent collection. But all of this and what this room is going to end up being has everything to do with this painting here. This is like one of my favorite pieces of art ever. I just remember my dad always talking to me about it growing up. And I had a very special moment with him when we saw this in person for the first time in Paris. And so this just means so much to me. So it's pretty much the inspiration for this entire room. So I'm excited to see how when the sheets come here and all this stuff, how it flows all together. But I have like random little things here, like my little Smitsky. This Smitsky is like from the museum collection of blind boxes, and it's Salvador Dali inspired. And then I have this little like box that I got at the Vatican. It doesn't have anything in it, but if you have any ideas of what I should put in it, let me know. But yeah, I love this. Oh, and in here, we have a ton of other stuff that I constantly reach for every single day. Right here. We don't need to go to Sephora. We have Sephora at home, baby. These are my get ready with me essentials. So I love how I can see everything. It keeps me accountable. Like, I cannot have this overflow or else. So I do makeup here. She's a little squeaky. I need to fix that. And then sometimes I'll like do emails here when I don't want to do them outside in the living room. And then my little fit check mirror. Expect tons of selfies to come here very soon. And behind we have some more hair products, but you know, not really relevant for the video. And then we have my purse bookshelf. Guys, I've always dreamt of having one of these because it is so hard to store bags in New York. And I was realizing in my old apartment that I was stuffing them so hard together that they were creasing and just like not looking cute. And you know, I want to take really good care of the stuff that I have. So this purse wall is just, it makes me so happy. Yeah, I'm holding space for that. That's amazing. And then we have my little nightstand. Not much to say here. I have these affirmations by Intelligent Change. They're the people who made the 5-minute journal. And so every week when I do my Sunday reset, I switch out the affirmation for another one that I have inside of my drawer. Right now, my affirmation of the week is I am healing my body with each breath that I take. So love that. We have my journal, my little diary. And of course it's Monet's water lilies. Like I'm telling you, I kind of have an obsession. My little glasses, my Hatch alarm clock, my rosary, my holy water, and then some more stuff inside, you know, just girly things. It's kind of done, but it's really, really good so far. Living room time, guys. I put my heart and soul into this space, so you better say you like it. I literally cannot wait to host people here. I've already had a couple of my friends over, but like I'm trying to have a cute little housewarming breakfast party with croissants and tea and like have a sign that says like Sarita's Cafe, like all the works. But again, getting ahead of myself. Let me just explain to you all the things that are going on here. Would you believe me if I told you that this is not a painting? This is my TV screen. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with her. This is the Frame TV by Samsung. I love her. It came by itself. I went on Etsy and some other Danish websites to order this frame, and the little tripod that stands on top of it took forever to come in. But look at how iconic it looks. And then this wavy thing behind here, oh my gosh, I just made a TikTok video about it. But basically, I just had nowhere to put my huge oversized luggage here. Like, did not fit in my closets, don't want it out in the open. So I bought this wavy room divider, and all my luggage that houses more clothing and other cute things is behind this. And it's actually quite easy to pull out and in because it's very malleable. Okay, vocabulary. We have Sasha here. Sasha is my house plant. I'm not quite sure what her genealogy is. I quite literally forgot what type of plant she is. I came in looking for a snake plant and I got Sasha. And very important thing to note about Sasha is that she has her own Smitsky that is figuratively watering her at all times. So I always try to make sure that she feels accompanied even when I'm not here. But right now we have some, you know, books lying around. I actually just got a bookshelf in yesterday that I'm going to build and have it be right here. It's a very like skinty bookshelf, so it won't take up too much space. And then we have my little disco ball, which looks so cute when the light hits from here in the morning. And then it's just like a little like mirror ball energy all around the living room area. But I think one of these days I'm gonna get like 2 ottomans and put them under here so that when guests come over, we can pull them out and just have like a whole like chit chat round table moment. I really do love this. Oh, and I can switch this artwork out whenever I feel like it. Right now I'm really feeling the swan, but who knows, like with the seasons, like for fall, it could be orangey. For Christmas, guys, I could probably find a background of like Miffy in like a cute little Santa hat or something like that. I can make my own. The possibilities are endless. And then obviously we have the view. Another place I like to frequent, especially while I eat, is my little dining table. I love her. She is from Wayfair, and funny story, I literally bought this and like 2 weeks later, I think a video on TikTok went viral and everyone rushed to buy it, which slay. I'm obsessed that we all have great taste, but I'm like, wait, did I know that something was going to be popular before it was? Like, I was like, okay, Sarah, you ate. You ate. Definitely think some artwork here is going to really pull together the vibe. And then each of these chairs, which are also from Wayfair, have this H&M little boucle pillow, which matched perfectly. I love when that happens. I love when the color match is like impeccable. And when that happens when you wear an outfit, it's just like so good too. So 10 out of 10. And that leads me to, honestly, kind of like my new favorite place, the kitchen. Guys, why am I in my chef era? Like, there's something about just like having no phone, no social media, just letting the time pass while you're just making something from scratch. I've had really good track record so far, and the pasta that I've made and the banana bread that I've made from scratch have literally been so good. So I'm hoping to keep these good vibes going. But for now, we have our little Charles the croissant here. Usually there's like some sort of fruit or something to pick out over here. You know, not really much to say about the kitchen. I really do love my toaster. I think it's such an art piece. It's a collab with this, I don't know if he's like a sculptor, like an artist. His name is Alessi, but it's like Alessi X something else collab. But if you look up Alessi toaster, you will find it. I think it is so gorgeous and it matches with the Nespresso that I already had. Another thing to know are these little kind of dish racks. I think these are hand towels as well. These are from Homey, and they're 100% cotton. Yeah, here, Hommey, which is super important to me. And again, all like the Pinterest girlies have these. So I'm like, well, count me in. I mean, how can you not want to cook in a place that looks like this? So I'm so grateful. Taking a little step here. Oh my gosh, this is what has recently arrived. This little wavy, I think it's supposed to be like kind of like not a bar cart, but it's definitely supposed to be for like kitchen stuff, but I'm using it for my electronics and some PR stuff down there. I love it. Clearly wavy is a thing in this apartment. It's highly encouraged, but this section specifically just is real wavy. Real wavy. All the stuff on top of this used to be in the entryway, but I got a little excited and it just like looked so delicious out here, so I had to bring it out. We have some of the Azuline books. This Coach bag that is my first Coach collab when I moved to New York City. I had to shoot this bag and film it. I filmed it in Central Park, and so they call it Winky on the website, and I just think it literally is a work of art. I get scared wearing it out because she's just like so perfect. So I thought, why not display her on her, have her have her own moment. We have some little vases here, candle, and then, oh my gosh, this little tin from Mackenzie Childs, which I didn't know what Mackenzie Childs was until like 2 months ago, and I didn't know it was like a thing, which is crazy. But this was a gift from my manager. We had a little summer soiree with my agency, and all the people and all the influencers that are signed in my agency. So this was so special. Such a special gift. I'll always think of my girl Ariel. Another one of my favorite things is this little bouquet of yarn flowers. This is such a New York moment. I remember I was having some coffee at Ralph's with my bestie Chase, and we looked across the street while we were shooting. We're like, why does that girl have so many flowers? And so obviously we were nosy and like we went over. We saw that they were yarn or knit, I guess. And we were like, oh, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. And we made our own bouquet. She's a small woman-owned Asian business, and it just felt so good to buy from the sweetest little souls. They were so freaking cute. That also holds a lot of sentimental value. That's what I really love about most of these things. As I start collecting more things from my home, I really want them to carry some sort of memory or something special to them. So on that note, my squiggle lamp. Nothing more to say here except she's squiggly. She came with a white shade. I changed it out for this one on Etsy. This side table is actually so gorgeous. It's like an amber. I have just some matches and lighters for when I do eventually bring up the courage to light my candles, my remote, and like an olive oil candle. This couch is from Omhu. Of course, I don't think anyone is surprised when I say that this couch came all the way from Copenhagen. It took 3 months to come in, so I was couchless for a while. But the coolest thing about this couch is that there are like 2 twin mattresses on top of each other, if you will. So you can take it apart and make kind of like this big kind of like pillow fort, if you will. Like it doubles in size. And then you can put this over here. You know what? I'm going to insert a picture because I'm not explaining myself as well as I want to. But basically what I mean to say is that this couch has so many cool different configurations, which is why I bought it, because it could be good for hosting. It could be good for people sleeping over, whatever the case may be. And it is so comfy too. Like I can just stare at the view for hours when I'm here. And recently I got a Kindle and I started reading here, and 10 out of 10. I literally fell asleep and took a nap. These pillows are from West Elm. These 3. Guys, the one behind me is from a crazy expensive brand that I forgot the name of, but I got it on sale. The brand is Maison de Vacances. Anyway, the original price tag of that was like, I'm not even kidding, for a pillow, like $300. I'm not even kidding. And then I got it for like $70. Why are pillows so expensive? Because I'm like out here rejoicing for a $70 pillow. Why is a $70 pillow normalized? We need to talk about that. Why is furniture so expensive? Anyway, behind me, I have this beautiful artwork. I feel like this was the hardest part for me, because it's not like you have to commit. You can always go back and take it out. But for me, this feels like a final do or die decision. And so I remember sitting on so many different pieces of artwork, and then after a day or two being like, I hate it. No, take it away. And this is the only artist whose pieces I didn't get tired of. I'll insert her name on the screen and her link to her website. But I just kept on thinking about her and her pieces, and I just knew that that was the sign to like go ahead and bite the bullet and get these frames. I think they're so cute. Like so me, but also like different enough. I don't know. I just love them. I love how simple they are, but still like the colors are so cute. Oh, I love them. Also like the loafers with the green sock and the yellow bag. I just feel like that's so iconic. And last but not least, my coffee table. I have some Vogue magazines here. The top one is one that I got at an influencer event at this place in New York called Icon Magazines, and it's so cool. And Other Stories, the clothing brand, was debuting their spring summer collection at this magazine shop, and so they gifted us like clothes, but they also gifted us whatever magazine we wanted. And so I remember I got this one because Bella Hadid was in it, and that was around the time where I started doing like Orabella campaigns for her perfume brand. So that's why I got this one. And then I just think that these Kaya Gerber covers with Marc Jacobs on Vogue are so iconic as well. But everything else underneath are all November issues of Vogue, because I want to start a little tradition of every November on my birth month buying the Vogue cover. This is the one from this past year. I have the one from 2020, which is Miss Naomi. Okay, this is just Addison Rae because she's iconic. So we really only have just started the collection, but this stack will be getting bigger. Trust. We have another Smitsky that stares at me while I lay and he lays, so we just kind of stare at each other. This little trinket box, it says expensive shit. I don't have anything in it yet. Here is a little vase. Just kidding. There's a vase here with a bunch of my favorite matches from some places around New York. We have Happy Medium, which is a cute pottery place. We have my stay at the Bowery Hotel. This is where I stayed before the Coach runway show, so lots of happy memories there. Ooh, Mason Clothes. Such a fun restaurant if you want to have a girls' night out. So again, more memories. And last but not least, my little amber diptyque candle. I should probably buy the perfume for this because wow. Yeah, not much to say except freaking iconic. And well, that is pretty much all the process I've made so far with my apartment. If you made it this far, thank you for holding out, because the best, we did really save the best for last. I'm not gonna lie. So you're a real one if you made it this far. If you want to keep up with more apartment updates, I am literally vlogging the entire process step by step on TikTok. Like my series, you guys have been eating it up. You guys have been eating up the apartment update series. And so for that, I'm so thankful, guys. So thank you so much. And hopefully I'll see you in another 3 or 4 months for the fully finished apartment tour. Fingers crossed. Love you guys so much. Te quiero mucho.